In preparation to get ready to do our knitting, we are going to learn to cast on. And so this video is to show how I have developed, or the method that I'm using to cast on for my knitting projects. Hey peeps, it's JJ with Baby Girl Crafting, and you know I am brand new to knitting, so I thought I would go ahead and share with you what I have figured out for me that works when I go and cast on to start my project. So in this video, I'll show you how to cast on. What we're going to be doing is using this Bernette Softy Chunky. It's 100 grams in this bundle. This is Heather Gray. It is a super bulky 6, and what I'm going to do is show you how I cast on with this stuff. So bear with me as we go along. So to begin casting on, the first thing I do is I hold the end of the yarn in my hand and I wrap it around my 2 fingers. I then take it and wrap it around my 2 fingers again. I take the knitting needle and basically I'm making a slip knot. I'm going to stick it under the first loop on my finger, over the second loop, and then I'm going to pull that second loop under the first, and that makes a slip knot. So now we have a slip knot on our hook. We're going to put that hook in our dominant hand, and we're going to, or in our non-dominant hand, sorry, and we're going to take and put our empty hook in our dominant hand. Then this is similar to doing the knit stitch, so if you know how to do the knit stitch, you're going to be golden with this. You take your the empty hook and slide it through the hoop that's on the loop that's on your hook, or on your needle, and you're going to put it at an angle, so you're kind of like driving it towards the outside, towards your non-dominant hand. And typically I have this in my hand, and then you're going to wrap the yarn around, and then you're going to pull it through and under that loop that's already on your hook. Then you're going to stretch it out, make it a big loop, put the non-dominant hand hook on top, or needle on top, and wrap it around and through the loop that is on your dominant hand's hook or needle. And then you're going to let it go. Ta-da! So now we have 2 loops on hook. Then we're going to do the same thing. Just put it through at an angle, wrap it around, and then you're going to bring it down under and through that other loop that's there. Make it a little big. Wrap the non-dominant hand hook over and under through the loop, and then let it go. Tighten it up a little bit. So now we have 3 loops on our needle. This one's a little wonky, but it works pretty good. So then we go and do that, and that, and that. Make it big, like that, and like that. And this seems to work really well for me. I'm still obviously not have a lot of control with my knitting needles yet, but this makes it so that I can do it, and it's a lot like, for me, how I crochet. So my hands seem to work better with it. So I'm going to go ahead and cast on a few more and then walk you through it one more time, and then that will be this video. Alright, so we're going to take the dominant hand, which should have, or needle, which should have nothing on it at this point, and you're going to make an X underneath and through that loop, the last loop that's on that needle, that's on your dominant or non-dominant hand. Then you're going to wrap your yarn around the outside of it, and then you're going to pull it under, oops, let it go. You're going to pull it under and through that loop. Then you're going to make it a little bit bigger, wrap the non-dominant hand over the top of that loop and then through that loop, and then pull out your needle. And you don't want to make sure they're not too tight. So you go under and through, wrap around, And we're going to pull under and through, make it big, or over and through, and then let it go. Alright, so I need to make 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do 10 for my project that I'm getting ready to work on. So that's 9. And 10. So as a brand new knitter, very brand new knitter, I was hoping that showing you how I've learned to cast on might help you guys to see a way that might help transition from crocheting to knitting. And that's what works for me. So until next time, later peeps.